Giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem HaChakodash. Send double honors to our apostles and elders, very great millstone. Peace and blessings to the Lord's hopefully elect. So to continue on, speaking on Israelites, the throw in the towel lights, and the Israelites who can see the persecution coming of Israel and Jacob's trouble. And a lot of them, like I said, they're throwing in the towel, or they believe that they are going to be exempt in some way because they have made a deal with this man in the society. So, Israel in the society, many Israelites have taken the bag, as we say. In other words, like selling out. What that basically means is that for for financial gain and for advantage in this world, they decided to take an agreement that's offered by the rulers of this place, in this case, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And those rules come with, shackles and fetters. And that typically resides in the realm of teaching not 100% truth. You have to distort the truth, distort the word, because the ultimate end goal for Esau, Edom is complete control. And he understands that he could use the influence of who our people look up to get them, to cause them to do what it is that the wicked elite want them to do. They're basically bought and paid for. The Israelites today, a lot of them can see that tribulation is coming down the pipe, that Jacob's trouble is really next in line with everything else that's coming. Some, like I said, are choosing to back out, like you had that guy Ringo TV. You're going to have Israelites who are going to be set up to push that message, to cast fear in the other people, to turn them away. Esau's going to use all the methods. And that's why I call them the throw in the towel lights. They see he's coming. They see that he's coming. So they're trying to disassociate themselves as much as they can so that they could be safe from the persecution. On top of that, you have Israelites who get deeper and deeper in the league with the devil, and they believe that they're going to be exempt. They believe that they're going to have a pass when the devil comes down with great wrath, that they're going to get a pass because they are deeper in agreement with this man. They're doing what they're telling them to do. So when they do bring the judgment, that they're going to be differentiated. So like men like IUIC, I definitely believe that when the persecution arises, they are going to be the ones to lead the forefront to try to send Esau, Edom after other groups such as ourselves and try to turn away the heat from themselves. I definitely do believe that. And heck, IUCPK too, because what do they both have in common? They both, if you take the group IUIC and IUCPK, they both have this saying that if you're not a part of that group, then you're not in the truth. So like in ISUPK's sense, they're not going to be afraid to sell out other Israelites, because they're going to look at it as, well, you ain't in ISUPK. That means you're not really in the truth. That's how they look at it. Same with IUIC. They have the same type of viewpoint. Now we here at Great Millstone, we say that Great Millstone, we believe we have 100% truth, and that's what we teach. Now you don't have to be a part of Great Millstone, but we say that Great Millstone has 100% truth. So if you're not a part of Great Millstone, but you're teaching 100% truth, then hey, that means you're doing the right thing, and that means you're just like Great Millstone. That's all we say. But those groups that say if you're not a part of them, then you're not in the truth. So when the time comes, guess what they have in common? 501c3s. So you're going to have Israelites from other groups who are going to help Esau, Edom lead the charge. They'll even tag team with guys like Vocab, help lead the charge to send Esau, Edom after the believers, the true believers. Why? Because they're sellouts. And a lot of them just want to avoid the persecution themselves. They're not fit for it. But they fail to realize that this is still Esau, Edom. This man literally robbed, killed, and stole the entire earth by deception. All who made a deal with him He broke all the deals. Just like look at our brothers, Native Americans, the Israelites from the tribe of Gad. That that mountain that got the little 4 president faces on it. I believe it's called Black Hills. Like they showed it in the entrance of the Simpsons with the little 4 presidents in the rock, right? The mountain. That's the Black Hills. Guess what? You can look that up. It was 1877. It was called the Sell or Starve Act. They stole that. They made a deal with Native Americans, and just like over the 500 treaties they broke. And they said several times they'll make a deal. Okay, we promise this land is promised to the Israelites. No white man can come through here and take it. The Native Americans, the Gadites, they believed it. Then they'll renege on it. You know what? We changed our mind. We're gonna come and take it anyway. Okay, fine. Let's make another deal. We promise that this will be yours. We won't break it. All right. Well, we broke that. Up now. Next time we promise again. Same thing they did. That whole history there is that they promised. Okay, that land would belong to the Native American Indians. But once they saw that it was rich in minerals and resources, they begged the Gadites to sell it. And the Gadites said, we're not selling it. So what did they do? They said, okay, you know what? The hell with this. How about this? They either sell it or they're going to starve, or we're going to forbid to give them food and access and things like that. And then that literally broke the contract, because the deal was, well, wait a minute now. You asked us if we wanted to sell it. We told you no. Now you're trying to force us to sell it. And Esau Edom said, we don't give a damn that we made a deal that we won't. This is over 500 times. We'll break it again. So you're still dealing with the Edomites still. But these Israelites in these groups, they're so high and mighty. They're so deep in with the system. They believe that Esau Edom, when he brings the persecution, that they're going to get a pass. Esau Edom is going to use you to get you to follow your people in line as much as possible. Send them get them to get the chip, all these things. And in the end, he's still going to come after your ass. Why? Because you're still Jacob at the end of the day. And they're deceived because they got these money and these financial gain. But I'm going to read this. This is Isaiah 36, verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. But these guys think they got special privileges because they think that they're exempt. Hey, just like the celebrities in Hollywood. You know how many of our people sell their soul to this man only in the end to get screwed? Like P. Diddy. That was just his time to fall. If it was one thing you notice, whenever somebody makes a deal with the devil, they never want to pay. When it's time to pay, they never want to pay. So all your Hollywood celebrities, all these people knee deep in the system, like even LeBron James, his time is up. All these things, they made a deal with the devil for financial gain. They all think as well that they're special in the devil's eyes. But when it's time to come replace them, the devil casts them down. And then they look like fools because they say, wait a minute, I done did all this work for you. Well, yeah, you made a deal with the devil. What did you expect? So when these Israelite groups get their wake-up call, they're going to realize they're relying and strengthening themselves in Egypt. And they think that when that persecution arises, that they can point the finger, go get them guys over that great millstone. Go get them. Leave us alone. And he's going to use you to get all the information he can. And then when he's good and ready, he's going to take your ass down too. You're not going to be exempt because you're still dealing with the Edomites. He's still going to point that finger and come after you. They're literally doing it right now, even in the world. How do you think they took this world? They say one thing, we don't want war, we don't want this. And then when they're good and ready, we coming for war. But you guys think you're going to get exempt. You guys think you're going to be exempt. You guys, like Ringo TV, think you can announce to the world, I denounce my Israelite citizenship, so to speak. Leave me alone. Don't come after me. He's still coming after you anyway. It's not going to work. Isaiah 30. Woe unto the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. You're not covering yourself with the Spirit of the Lord. You looking for an out. You looking to make a deal to get an escape. A lot of Israelites are. That's why you had that one Jake, I think it was like last year. He made a video, but then he took it right down where he said, "We know this man is coming with the microchip, but what if I get my credit card chip? What if I get that instead? We need to come up with a plan or an idea." And we said, bro, there is no plan or idea. And instead of trying to look for a way out of it, you need to learn how to endure through it. He took the video down. Why? Because he's looking for a way out. Jake see the persecution coming and they're trying to escape. And a lot of them make a deal. So these Israelite groups that got the 501c3s, they're making a deal with Esau, Edom, and they believe we got a pact with the devil. So when the time comes, we're going to be exempt. And then Esau, Edom's going to use as much information he can. Thank you for the information. Thank you for ratting them out. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? When that time comes, he's going to put your ass put you in the concentration camps too, because he's still the Edomites, man. Verse 2, they walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So that's getting the 501c3s. That's taking the name away from the doctrine. That's telling their man to go get legally married, sending them to the system, telling them to go get their names legally changed. So Esau, Edom got a track record of them. All these things to give it to the system, give it to Esau, Edom, so that they can flow under the radar to do what they do. Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So shame and confusion is coming to all of you who think you can either scream out loud, look, I'm not an Israelite no more, leave me alone, I'm going back to Christianity, blah, blah, blah. Or you go get a 501c3, you take the name away from the Lord. You're all, look, Romans 13, the Romans 13 breakdown, all that's coming soon. It's all coming soon, and they're going to be ashamed and confused when that day comes. Because those hirelings, I got news for you, they already got their escapes plan. They're not, the fact that it's a reason they went and made a deal with the devil. Because they know that they're not equipped mentally or spiritually to go through such hard times. And instead of dealing with it now to build up your faith, to increase, to strengthen yourself in that time, they said, no, I'm not dealing with it. I'm just going to make a deal with the devil, and I'm just going to teach the mark of the beast is not the chip. So when the time comes, I won't feel bad. So to think about it, I don't want to be in a position of difficulty. I just want to be able to always go the route that makes comforting for me. These guys aren't set up. They're not ready for the times that's coming. Just like, you got guys saying that, because the Passover this evening, that for the bitter herbs, they chose to go with lettuce. Our apostles taught us go with horseradish root is a very bitter herb, and that's what we've been doing. Go with they're going with lettuce because the horseradish root, it's too much. The horseradish root is too disgusting. I'm going with lettuce. These guys aren't ready for the time that's coming. They every time the Lord has us try to be, not even try, but asks us to be serious, they always try to change it to make it more comfortable for them. So the Passover is a solemn assembly. What do they make it? A night to party. Okay, but you can party all year round. Yeah, but I want to party this day. The bitter herb is too much. I'm going with lettuce. Okay, so you mean to tell me you can't tolerate, even if it's about the taste, you mean to tell me for one night you can't tolerate that? So you see what they do to try to make things comfortable for them. Then the ISUBK, they said what? Take the vaccine. And they all went to do it. Why? Because their leader told them to, because he's paid off. Junior Yohana even said in the past that when they bring the chip, he's going to take it and you're going to take it because we want to eat. That's what he said. So these guys aren't ready for troublesome times. They're not ready for what's to come. They are already looking for a way out. Or even now, when you have to deal with the time to be serious or uncomfortable, they're going to try to change it to make it comfortable for them, because they can't cope with what's really about to come. That's why you see guys like Ringo TV. I'm not an Israelite no more, y'all. Esau, Edom, leave me alone. I know you coming for him. I don't want nothing to do with it. I'll go back to Christianity. I love everybody. But he's going to come down anyway. So Junior, Yohana, ISUPK, they're going to be like, well, wait a minute now. I told my people to go take the vaccine. I used Romans 13 and told them to fall in line just like you told me. I told them the mark of the beast ain't the chip. I did all this for you. You still going to come after me? Esau going to say, you're damn right. Why? Because you still Jacob. Donald Trump is still going to command the troops to get your ass too after they extract you for as much information as they can. You're still dealing with the devil. But that's why the strength of Egypt is going to be your shame. Isaiah chapter 31. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men, and not the Most High, and their horses flesh, and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that hopeth shall fall down, and they shall fail together. So these guys honestly believe, because they got a 501c3, and that they got a pact and a deal with the devil, and they're picking up trash, and they're sending their man to get jabs, sending them to vote, teaching and taking the name away from the Lord. Romans 13, which is coming up, by the way, be prepared when you hear these guys bring out Romans 13 as a way. Hold on, man. Sheesh. So when they bring out Romans 13 as a way to say fall in line with whatever the government says, all these things, they get the instructions. They do it all the time. It's part of the 501c3. Just look it up. Okay, they always use the spiritual leaders to use certain scriptures to lie, to deceive the congregation, to fall in line with the government, because that's what you got the bag for. Esau, Edom say, we giving you all this money, you're going to do what we tell you to do. I mean, that's just how it is. But that's coming. But the Lord said when the day comes, it's not going to mean anything. Because you that hopeth on the Edomites, you're going to fail. It's all going to backfire. Okay? Because you're still dealing with Esau, Edom here. Jacob's trouble is concerning Jacob. You don't get a pass just because you made a deal with the devil. You're still dealing with Esau, Edom. And you guys are going to be amazed when that happens. I can't believe they did this to me. You're still dealing with Esau, Edom. You think you're special? Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. That in the NLT says, you boast, quote, we have struck a bargain to cheat death, and have made a deal to dodge the grave. The coming destruction can never touch us, for we have built a strong refuge, made of lies and deception. Jacob's trouble isn't around the corner. We got 1,000 years. We don't know when we're going to get out of here. Take the jab. The mark of the beast isn't the chip. Verse 17. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding place. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. When Esau, Edom gives the command, and he points that finger to go after the Israelites, gather them all, He's not going to say, except the guys in purple, except the guys in black, except the guys who identify with this group or identify with that group. He's going to say, get them and your families, get them all, put them in the concentration camps, tell them to get this chip. He's not going to care. Okay? We track the YouTube channels, Ringo TV. You talk. I don't teach him to get his ass. They're not gonna care. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna stop to ask. So tell me, what group do you affiliate with? Tell me, what name do you call? And they're gonna say, if you're Israelite, get them. And all those lies, the deception you thought, these wall of lies, and even the agreement you made, the deal you made, the pact you made, ain't gonna mean nothing in the day, because you're still dealing with Esau, Edom. He has an agenda to push. He's not gonna take the time to differentiate between who and who. Once he's done using you, he discards you. Just what he does to all of his enemies. So you are all being deceived, and all of you who follow him, you're all being deceived. And that's why we say the time is coming of false shepherds to be exposed, and all of you who follow these guys, for you to deal with that shame. It's coming, man. So just know that Esau ain't gonna differentiate nothing. When he brings the hammer down, he's bringing the hammer down on all Israel. But the righteous, the elect, are gonna be protected. Shalom.